Hey everybody, I just, let's call this version 2.0 of the cart splitter here. Kevin was still having problems, so hopefully the new version will make it a little bit more reliable. So let's first just talk about this thing right here. This is by Minecraft Addict. It's your stack of carts like usual, except it uses a source block of water instead of a half block at the bottom. And as you can see, it pushes the carts along and it goes to a door. It's 4 blocks long, so the door is on the fourth block, so only 3 blocks get affected by the water. Open and close the door. It was sitting on a ladder there, so it was right on the edge. That just makes it so it gets pushed out that much faster. And then it gets fed through the system. And since dragging your cart through water seems to split up unwanted doubled up carts, that might fix the problem right there. I did hook up the cart splitter to the end of this. This is my station here, but I don't even know if it's necessary. It might not be possible for them to merge together anymore. But just in case it is, here is the version 2.0 here. It's only 2 blocks long, and it's got a sign here and a sign here. That's all there is for the water. And it's getting dark. But this cart isn't a double booster anymore. It's just a single cart with the track facing this way. And that's so your cart gets pushed along properly. Let's do that back up. And then down here, this is another thing that I think it's new. I don't really know what these are called. But I was trying to make a C booster. And a C booster would have had 4 carts right next to each other instead of just 2. But it was unreliable for me. Sometimes I'd load in and out of the world and it wouldn't quite work right. So I made this. We're just going to call it an eye booster because I don't really know what else to call it. And it's 3 carts. This cart is the double booster right here, and that other cart's just a single cart. And what this does is it pushes along the cart that gets dropped down. And it'll always do that without having to reset, so you can drop down 50 carts in a row and they'll all get launched. You don't have to worry about it bugging out on you. That might make life a little bit easier when you're making one of these. But I mean, that's really the big main change to this, and we're going to test it right now with a double booster. Let me get rid of this because it's kind of in the way. So I just jury-rigged this, since I'm not really too sure how to even make those double boosters anymore. Alright, here we go. There we go, it just got split up. The bottom one's getting pushed out, and there it goes. There goes the top one. So it slowly gets pushed, but it does it every time. And it gets returned. As you see, this time it drops on top of the cart that's already waiting there. And this is actually kind of a cool improvement, because I've got another eye booster here. This is the double cart, the far one, and this is a single cart. Same here. And what this does actually is with this one here, if it lands on top, it's what pushes it back. And then it lands on this one, and it gets pushed back, and then it goes right up here to return. So let's just like that. Doesn't matter where it lands down here, it'll get pushed the whole way. But what these ones down here on this elevation do actually is it pushes this cart forward a little bit, and it stops your cart from getting stuck on this door. 'Cause sometimes it'll get stuck where I'm standing right now, and you'll open and close the door and your cart won't drop, it'll just stay there. And it's actually impossible for that to happen now, because these push it forward just enough that it never will. So that fixes that problem. The pressure plate at the bottom is what opens up that door up there to get a cart to come down. Oops. I'll fix that later. This doesn't have track here because it would affect that track there, but you don't really need it. And that's one way to do it, to feed your carts back. You don't really have to drop it down like that, but that's just the way I did. And here's the top of the stack. So hopefully that fixes the problem. If it still doesn't work, I'll have to think of a different system, because I think if a cart's doubled up, it works perfectly. But if it's more than double, if you got like 2 or 3, I mean, if you got 3 or more, then it won't work anymore. So maybe that's what's happening if it's still not working, and I'll have to think of something different if that's the problem. Anyways, see you later.